Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I'm going to be teaching you today not only how to paint this painting, which is one of our paintings for Paint Party headquarters, but I'm also going to be sharing 3 things you need to know about starting a paint party business because I got my root beer. Everybody got their favorite drink? Let me know what you're drinking. And we are going to be painting today. And this is the 3-year anniversary of Paint Party headquarters. So the doors are open. So as you come in, go ahead and let me know your name and where you're from. And if you want to know more about Paint Party headquarters, the doors only stay open for a few days. You can click the link in the description and find out more. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Kim. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is we're going to get the start of this Tiki hut. I'm excited. Okay, let me grab some white. I don't know why I don't have the white. Hold on. I think I lost my white. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so where did my white go? I seriously had white paint a second. Oh, there it is. Did y'all see this white paint? And you're probably laughing at me. You're probably laughing at me because the white paint was right behind me. Okay, so what I want to do is just going to get the 3. This is kind of in thirds, okay? And we're going to talk more about why you should start a paint party business. We're also going to talk about how I can help you with starting a paint party business inside a paint party headquarters. So everyone here, oh, we got Gina drinking water. We got Kim from California. Welcome. How many of y'all are brand new to me? Oh, thank you, Victoria. You're so sweet. Hi, Melissa. I'm so happy you're here. For those of y'all that are brand new and you haven't met me before, my name is Heidi Easley, and I'm the owner of Texas Art and Soul, and I teach people how to make money teaching paint parties with art kits, with online paint parties, and with in-person paint parties, as well as doing this with canvas, wood, and ceramics. So those are the 3 main ways that I help you. People have used this for all different other kinds of things because inside of Paint Party headquarters, we teach you so much more. So this is our 3-year anniversary. We have over 2,000 of you inside of Paint Party headquarters, and I'm so excited to just teach you more. And this week we are welcoming in hundreds of new members. So if you are in PPHQ, go ahead and do a hashtag PPHQ so I can give you a shout out. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Mary. Oh, she already hashtagged. So happy to see all of y'all here. Karen's new from Florida. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm painting this. So if you want to paint it yourself. Now, if you want to use this for your paint parties, then if you are a part of Paint Party headquarters, you know I give you rights and access to all of this inside of Paint Party headquarters so that you can make a profit every party. Okay, let's see here. We got Dee here, Deborah. Hello. Tanya, Jessica. Oh my gosh, Jessica, welcome. She just signed up yesterday. I hope you are liking it. And remember, I know it's a lot. So do not take every training at once. Kelly says, howdy, y'all. Let's see, Ben and Pay. Oh, the comments went so fast. I couldn't see it. Oh my gosh. I'll have to go back if I do miss your comments. We have a lot of PPHQ members here. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Veronica. Oh, so happy you're here. Okay, so I'm using a little sea breeze with a little white just to get this sky color. Then what I'm going to do is use this dark blue. It's just basically this color right here, a true blue. And I'm going to bring it here and just kind of butt it up to the sky so it has that water, like that deep water back here in the back. Now I had to change up my painting area for today because some of y'all, I'm on different pages right now. So all of y'all that are on different pages, if you're interested if you're watching me from Deco Exchange or you're watching me from Tamara's page or even Christy's page, what I want you to do is if you're excited and you want to join Paint Party headquarters, you can use the link in the top to find out more. So thank y'all so much for letting me be here and meet all of you new people. And then those of y'all that are watching here from Texas Art and Soul, I'm so happy you're here and so glad to be a part of this. Marilyn, hi Heidi, how are you today? I'm doing good. How are you, Marilyn? Oh, thanks for asking. So cool. Yeah, so let me know what page you're watching from. And then if you're interested in, I have a little hair right here. Hold on. Do y'all ever get hair in your paint? I think I always do. This might be texture. We might have this from texture. Okay, go ahead and let us know. Oh, Dale says, I joined you. Now we have some brainstorming to do for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so here's the thing. And I'm going to talk to you today about 3 things you need to know when starting a paint party business. And I'm going to kind of share with you, even regardless if you join or not, you're going to get some tips today. And I do that a lot. And I'm going to be giving away gift cards. So those of y'all that are commenting, let me know. I love doing gift card giveaways. So I'll be sharing some names for that as well. And I just made a mess. Yeah, a mess. I'm a mess sometimes. Yeah, it's just part of the package. You're just gonna, sometimes I'm a mess. Okay. All right. So the first thing with 3 things you need to know about starting a paint party business. Number 1, you do not need to be the best painter, okay? You do not need to be the best painter to teach paint parties or sell art kits or do online paint parties. You don't have to have a art degree to do this. I'm teaching you how to do fun art, not fine art. And all of the tutorials I'm teaching you all have to do with beginner. So we have tracers for you. We have everything for you. So it's beginner. And Christy says, my hair, dog hair, paintbrush bristles. I get it all in my paint. Yeah, Christy, I'm with you. That's me too. Oh my gosh. I'm always like that. I had paint already all over me. Now I'm going to grab some bluegrass green, one of my favorite colors for using for water. Oh, thank you, Emily. She says, this is an awesome painting. Love it already. And I'm going to kind of figure 8 it. Deb says, watching from Minnesota as she works. It's tax day. Woo! Yes, it is. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of taxing. We have ours a little bit there. Okay, so a little bit of the bluegrass green. And we just want to almost figure eight it in like this. So we're just going to figure 8 and get that coverage on there. Now, you can blend it a little bit so it has that bluish that kind of just gradates to it, okay? So a lot of times people ask me, they're like, well, I don't have an art degree. I can't teach paint parties. That's not what it's about. I usually find people that the people that have like an art degree or a serious fine art degree, if they start doing paint parties, it's because they want to do that to maybe make some extra money. But you don't have to have, and I'm using a sea breeze now, you do not have to have an art degree to do this, okay? Tammy, did I rhyme and didn't even know it? Kelly says, thank you, Heidi, for your love of Jesus and painting. God put you in my life. You have spiritually helped me, and you're amazing discipline and teacher businesswoman. God bless. Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Drema says, first time watching from Virginia. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. So here's the thing about me. I love paint parties. I love teaching you how to make money teaching paint parties. And I find that people really struggle with thinking, well, I got to be the best teacher. I got to be this. I got to be that. None of that is true. You just have to have a passion. You're setting up an event, or if you're doing this online, which we teach you how to do it online, you are, you're getting that ready. So it's a totally different way to think about it. You're putting together something really cool. And that doesn't mean you have to be the best painter in the room or the best teacher in the room. So let me know in here, those of you that are doing paint parties, some of you may be an art teacher, but some of y'all are not. Let us know in the comments. And Rochelle, first time watching you from Temple, Texas. Rochelle, I actually started my college degree at Temple. That's so funny. I went to Temple for my associates. I started there, and then I ended up at Florida State. Let me take that off. So I'm getting a little hot in this room with all these lights. Let's see. Mary says, watching you from Tamara's page. Love watching you paint. You are so real. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we're already having a disaster. It's everywhere. I don't even know when or how this happened. Not sure. All right. So you don't have to be the best painter or best teacher to start a paint party business or do online. Number 2, this is a myth that so many people think. And I thought this when I've been teaching paint parties for over 13 years. I taught for 10 years, and then my paint party business kind of took over. And I used to think you had to have so many paintings for this to work. Oh, yeah, go Knowles. And let's see. Yeah, Holly says, I have no formal training. You don't have to have formal training. And here's the thing about it. You have to have a passion. Obviously, you want to have a passion. And you want to be able to, use things. And I'm going to use a little brown with some white to just kind of get this in here. And I lived in Panama City Beach for almost 10 years. So I love a good white sandy beach. So I put a lot more white, and then I just have a little bit of the brown to go with that. But a lot of times people think you have to have all of these paintings. I used to be that person. I used to think I had to have, a zillion paintings ready just in case somebody asked me for a butterfly, for example, right? I had to have a butterfly ready. Well, that's not how I'm teaching you to do this. And yes, I do realize I did not curl the back of my hair. I did not realize I was going to show you so much of the back of my head today. So just warning you.
It's just your hat.
I have like
your lovely lady hat.
My lovely lady hat. My husband just walked in. So I sleep on my face when I start sleeping, and then I turn over sometime in the middle of the night and I sleep right here. Like, I don't even think my body touches the bed. I think it's just this part of my head, because every morning I wake up and it's like I have a forever bald spot. And so me and my husband always joke. I'm like always trying to hide that area of my head. And so right now y'all are getting to see all of it. And I don't even think I should. My daughter earlier, I was curling right here, and she goes, are you not even going to curl the back? And I was like, nobody's going to see it. And now I'm realizing that all of you are going to see it. It's okay. Is it real bad? Is it? I don't know. Is it bad, Bobby?
No, I told you no. I don't know why you're talking about it.
Oh, now I've talked about it. Now everybody knows.
Nobody would have noticed it.
They would have known. They'd be like, what's that hump?
I doubt it.
What's that hump going on? Okay. So I just added a little bit of white there, nothing major. Okay. So you don't need a zillion paintings. Lisa, I love that. She says, you just need to have passion and Heidi. Yes, I can help you so much. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. I can help you so much. And that's what Paint Party Headquarters is all about. Back when I was teaching full-time, doing paint parties all the time, my biggest struggle was trying to find the time to come up with the next newest on-trend design. And I was like, I'd have somebody go, I want a butterfly. So I'd go home after work and, working full time, and let me know if you were working full time and doing this as a side thing. And that's how I was. That's how I started. And I remember like struggling to like whip up the best butterfly I could and then send it to them. And they'd be like, I don't really want to do that. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I don't have time to go back and forth to see what painting they want. And so Paint Party Headquarters is really to help you with that. Like all the designs we have ready for you, marketing, everything you need. And we only open the doors twice a year in May and September. And this is the last time we will ever have it at $37 a month. So you get everything inside of Paint Party Headquarters for only $37 a month. And it really, like, this is the last time. So the price will be way higher next time. So I don't want you to miss out. If you have been thinking about starting a paint party business, either online, in person, or with art kits. And again, I teach you how to do wood designs. I teach you canvas, and I also teach you ceramics. So you don't have to worry about having, thousands of designs. I have so many designs and marketing ready that you can use immediately as soon as you get in. Okay. I'm going to show you how to paint this palm tree real quick. I'm going to do a quick blow dry so I can get the brown on there really nice. So if you have questions, I'm going to be reading your questions. Oh yeah. Liz says working full time. Thank you for your help and guidance. Yeah. My job is to really help you as much as possible and shortcut this. I love making all the mistakes so you don't have to. And I have made them all. Oh, Virginia. Yeah, Virginia, all you have to do is to sign up. You can click the link in the description. It's going to take you to where you can sign up. Immediately, you're going to get an email And this email is going to have your next steps, but more importantly, this is the scripts and venue correspondence. This is exactly what you do to start contacting venues to start your page. I'm so excited. This thing works like magic, and you get that as soon as you sign up. And yes, Sue Ann, there is going to be a tracer for this inside of PPHQ. Oh, great question, Denise. I'll answer that. I don't even know when or this happened. No clue.
I'm gonna ask about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know when I got all this paint all over here. What was that question? Let's see. She said, it was a good question. Bobby, do you mind helping me with the questions? She said, do you use in-person job? Oh, for your in-person, do you use blow dryers too? No, because they paint, usually they paint a lot slower, and you're going to be like, show them what to do, then doing the next step. You're going to coordinate it the way I teach you, so that you should never really have that time where it's too wet. This is just because I'm doing it kind of fast for on here. So, so that I can show y'all. Okay. So I'm going to get Bobby to help with sending me questions, so I can hopefully like paint a little faster and then also answer questions. So if you have your phone, you can probably look at it on your, oh, he can see it. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take burnt umber. So remember, you don't have to be the best painter, the best teacher. You don't have to have 1,000 paintings, and you don't need all the supplies in the world, okay? So I'm going to use burnt umber, and the reason I say that is because so many people think you need a zillion supplies to get started. You do not. We have a whole training on what supplies you need, but I want you to know I teach you a profit every party. You know, those of y'all that know my story, we went bankrupt to business owner before the age of 30. We lost everything. So my first business was started by teaching and selling surfboards. So they were hand-painted surfboards. And what happened was I was like embarrassed, totally ashamed about, you know, going bankrupt. I mean, I wasn't even 20 yet. I wasn't even 30 yet. And I was so embarrassed about this. And I was trying to use art to heal. And so I started painting these mini surfboards. Well, as a teacher, I had 850 students coming in my room to see, you know, for me to teach them. And so I would bring these surfboards on lunch break and things like that. And these, I'm just going to do little triangles here. And these kids would go, Miss Easley, you need to paint my name on it. And I go, no, this is, you know, just a project I'm doing on the side. And they go, no, Miss Easley, I want my name on it. And after about the, 100th kid said something, I thought, oh, maybe this is a way I could make some extra money. And so, you know, I talked to my mother-in-law and my stepdad, and we got my whole family involved. And you know, because we didn't have money to start a business. And so, you know, I had a toddler. Pixie was a toddler at the time and just terrified. I was teaching and barely making any money. And so we start this business, and nobody, like, we are set up. Like, I'm thinking, like, this is my second chance. You know, it's going to be okay. And then nobody is buying these surfboards. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is my second chance. And nobody's buying these surfboards, and I'm freaking out. You know, what do you do when you've lost everything and you try something else and it still doesn't work? You go to Buffalo Wild Wings and you have a drink. So my mother-in-law, she grabs me. She sees that I'm in frantic, full-on panic mode. And we walk across the street. We were set up at Pier Park. Let me know in the comments if anybody is has gone to Pier Park or gone to that area of Panama City Beach. And so there's a Buffalo Wild Wings right across from the little, 10 by 10 piece of concrete that I rented. And so I'm at the bar, and I'm one drink in, and I'm like, this was plan B. Like, I don't have another plan. Like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I was full freak out mode. Then I'm, another drink in, and I'm like, this is hard. Life is so hard. Like, I was just like full on, like, poor me, what am I going to do? I have a toddler, my husband had lost his job. Like, it was just awful. And then my husband calls and he says, Heidi, get over here. And I'm like, what? And he's like, get over here. We have orders. And I'm like, you're lying. He's like, get over here. So I hang up the phone. I look at my mother-in-law and she's like, go, go. So I walk across the street tipsily, if I'm not going to lie here. And I walk across the street a little tipsy, and I look at my husband, and he has this handful of paper tickets, and he's holding these paper tickets, and he says, Heidi, get to painting. And I remember that moment like it was yesterday. And I remember.
I don't think I was that mean.
He was like, get to painting. I remember that moment like yesterday. He's like, Heidi, get to painting. And I looked at him, and in that moment, I was like flat on my face, like done for, like, just feeling totally defeated. And I remember just being so like not sure what was going to happen. And in that moment, I felt like God scooped me up. And not only did he scoop me up and tell me that it was going to be okay, and I was going to be able to paint and do what I love, but that I was going to be okay. And I remember just painting that night, just so happy and thinking like, this is going to be okay. And we went on to sell over 1,000 hand-painted surfboards in just under 2 months, which was 3 days a week, 12 hours a day. Sometimes I would stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning to get orders done. And this is a girl who painted 1 painting a year. That's how slow I painted. And it taught me so much that, when we're going through hard times, a lot of times we don't really realize what is happening and why. We're, obviously we had something happen. And at the time I didn't realize that, most of the world was going through this. Most of the United States was going through the same thing. But at that time, I just thought it was us. And so I didn't know why that was happening. I didn't know. And now it has shaped so much, hasn't it? It has shaped our entire, in a good way.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
For sure.
In a good way. So Bobby's sitting here, and he's going to ask some questions, but I wanted y'all to know a little bit about how I got to this. So then we moved to Texas and kept teaching and started teaching paint parties. And now I get to teach you how to do this cool stuff. So let's answer some of your questions. So I want you just to know that, you don't need all the supplies. You don't need 1,000 paintings, and you definitely don't need to be the best teacher to do this.
So what's in the marketing pack for the Tiki?
Oh, the Tiki. Okay, so every single painting that I create for you, by the way, when you sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, you get any design I create. So even if I'm on Texas Art and Soul and I'm creating something, I usually quickly get it to Paint Party Headquarters, the images, so you can immediately use it. So the marketing pack, let's say, for example, the Tiki. So you're going to get with all my paintings that I create, unless it's just like an extra painting, but every single month we give you an on-trend design. Then we give you step-by-step instructions. So if you want to use this as an art kit, we also give you marketing flyers. Like, we hire graphic designers to make this beautiful, because I'm not a graphic designer. And we hire graphic designers to make this beautiful so you can edit them. Every month you have a new painting that you can go in and edit just for your stuff. And then we also have a supply list. Again, if you're doing art kits or maybe online parties and you need to send supply lists, we keep them all logo. We don't put our logos on them so that you can put your logo if you want. And then we also provide you 16 by 20 tracers in addition to, I think we're doing 11 by 14 tracers now too. So we provide tracers so that you can have them all ready. So we have Facebook event flyers, pretty much everything you need so that you can grab and go. You can almost treat it like a buffet. Another really cool thing that we added this past year is we have almost 200 SVGs. Some people just sign up for the SVGs. So every month you get another 15 that is a couple of months ahead of the next season. We want you to be ahead. We're not going to give you something July 1st for July 4th. That's not how we work in this business. Immediately when you sign up, you're going to get the scripts on what to say and how to book parties. And we have had people booking parties like crazy. It's a magic script for a reason.
So what's the difference between Texas Art and Soul and PPHQ?
Ooh, great question. Okay, so Texas Art and Soul, you are watching right now. If you're watching from my page, you're watching from my Texas Art and Soul page. So I'm trying to think. So this is where I go live a couple times a week. I paint, maybe give you a few tips. But in Paint Party Headquarters, that's where you pay $37 a month, which this will be the last time we offer it at $37 a month. We provide not only rights. So like if you're watching me on Texas Art and Soul right now, you might paint this, but you can't use my designs to make money. When you're in Paint Party Headquarters, you have access to all of my designs to make money online, in person, with art kits. I've had somebody in Paint Party Headquarters use my designs and make stickers and make money off of Etsy. And in addition to that, you're going to be getting social media training, marketing training every month. You're going to have access to over 2,000 people in Paint Party Headquarters that are doing what you're doing, where we have meetups where people are actually taking it upon themselves to meet up with each other and help each other. We have brainstorm sessions. We have a prayer and gratitude meeting every month. SVGs that you can use for your business every month. We basically provide everything you need, everything I needed when I first started this. I created this so I could help not only myself. So like my paint parties, I have 2 paint parties on June 17th. Where do I go to get all my stuff? Paint Party Headquarters. I go in there and I grab the same stuff that I tell y'all to use. So it is so much more. It's so much more than just seeing me on YouTube or seeing me. It's me answering your questions. I have an entire team that is always answering your questions. And then I go live as well once a month, Q&A, where you submit your questions and we really just help you. You know, we have people from stage 1 who are just starting to paint all the way to money-making artists, stage 5. So I help you. So if you'll let me know if you are brand new, just starting to learn to paint. Again, it's canvas, wood, and ceramics. So don't see the canvas and get scared. That's the only way you can do this. Some of y'all are wreath makers. You could use all the things I teach you and do wreath making parties with the marketing and the social media tips alone. So don't let this scare you if you're seeing a canvas. The cool thing too about ceramics, which we have access to like all our wholesale information as well. You can make, like me as a teacher, I can make almost my entire year's salary from ceramics from August through December. That is how powerful paint parties can be, and ceramics and wood designs, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's totally a game changer for if you're wanting to do a paint party business.
So Dana was asking, can she use the Paint Party Headquarters just if she wants to learn to paint?
Yes. So we do have people that just want to paint with me and they want to learn to paint. And like I said, we have, well over, I think we have around 150 tutorials and you get access to all of them. So when you sign up for $37 a month, and again, your price will never change. Even when it goes up in September, yours will stay the same because you signed up for this. It will never change. And those tutorials are there for you. So you can go ahead and start learning to paint. And then what I find is as people start to learn to paint, they may want to do the business side. I do want to say the Facebook group is very heavy talking about business. Okay. We share our wins. We share, some of the things we've done. But yeah, we definitely focus on business. We want to keep it very business centered. But I also have people who just joined to learn to paint, and that's totally fine. We would love to have you.
Very cool.
You got some more questions for me? Or some comments? You can read some comments from people. If you want to read comments and share from.
So, where was one?
They move fast. You got to.
I know, they go so fast.
And be careful not to click it or it's gonna.
So Kayla posted up there. She's going through some struggles, just like we went through. And so I would say to Kayla, like, don't give up on it. She's out in Longview, says that, she's been trying to get some paint parties booked, but she's having trouble. I mean, you went through a lot of failure before you finally started getting yeses.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And so it's just a numbers game, right?
Yeah. And what was her name?
She was up here.
Was it Kayla?
Yeah, Kayla.
Kayla. Okay. Oh, girl, I feel ya. I've been there. I tried to sell door hangers around Longview and do paint parties, but no one's been interested. Oh, and she's okay. Yeah. So I totally feel your pain. Like I said, you know, we have been there. We totally, you know, I mean, I know what you're going through. And I know that pain. And I just want to say, you know, it is a numbers game. So here's the thing. I always say, like, failure is a part of success. Everybody's definition of success is different. You know, forever when we had no money, my definition of success, because I would go over to Bobby's mom's house because I had to use her. So before we moved to Florida, we lived in, we call it the snake trailer, really. Remember the snake trailer?
Well, it was.
It was a snake trailer. So we lived in this trailer on a river. I got married as soon as I turned 18. Bobby was 20. And then we ended up, living somewhere for a year. And then we're like, we're going to buy some land and we're going to live on this river in Texas. And it's going to be amazing. Well, on that river in Texas, there were a lot of snakes. Lots of snakes. And the trailer we bought was less than what our cars were. The trailer was about $6,000. So you can imagine a $6,000 trailer on a river where we're in Texas. So snakes were inevitably getting into our house. And I was deathly terrified.
Why are we talking about snakes?
Deathly terrified. Well, what I wanted to tell her was the reason I'm sharing that is because there's a point. There's a point to this story. Okay. The reason I'm sharing this is because my definition of success. So it would get so cold in that house that we would only have the heaters in our bedroom. And I would get up, and I remember our soap would be frozen. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. On the sink? Our soap would be frozen. And I would grab all of my stuff because I was working at a bank at the time. And I would grab all my stuff and I would head to, this is so much information. I would head to my mother-in-law's house and I would do my laundry. And so I would get ready. Like I would literally just get up, try to get out of that house as fast as possible and go to her house so I could do my laundry, get ready for the day. And I remember they would be at work and I would sneak their Tostito chips and their Ensure. Like my stepdad had this Ensure and I just thought it was so good. And I would use her Tide laundry detergent. And I remember I'd be sitting there waiting for my laundry to be done and I'd be eating those chips and I'd be drinking Ensure. And I remember thinking, this is the life. Like, she has heat, like there's Tide, my clothes smell good. Like I just was like, this is my definition of success. Like when I can buy Tide and when I can buy Tostito chips, like that's when I know I have made it. And so I just was like, that was always like my goal. And now like I get so excited. I know I sound so stupid.
It's not.
But I would get so excited now going to the grocery store because so many years, and I can relate to you, so many years. And yes, Kayla, let's give Kayla a Starbucks card. I like that, Denise. You're so sweet. So Kayla, email us at, because this story's for you, girl, and hopefully it'll help somebody else. And Kayla, if you'll email us at support@texasartandsoul.com, we'll give you one of these Starbucks cards. We'll buy you some coffee. And so I remember just, being like, this is the life. If I could just like buy Tostitos and Tide, like I will have it made. And so I want you first of all, everybody, I want you to really write down what your definition of success is. Here's the thing. So many times in life, and there's this movie called The Secret, and it's not the movie from a long time ago, but it's the movie that just recently came out this past year. And one of my friends, Rita, who is in Paint Party headquarters, she's been in for 3 years. A lot of you know her. She's kind of famous in PPHQ. Her name's Rita Barker. And she just recently watched this movie. She's 72 years old. And she said, this question kept me up all night. She said, how do you know what you want if you've never asked? And she said, she was mesmerized by that question. And, here she is at 72 going, I don't even know what I want. I've never even asked for what I want. So Kayla and everybody else, what I want you to do is think about what you really want. What you really want. What is your definition of success? You and me and everybody else on here has a different definition of success. Something that means something to us. As silly as my Tostito chips sound, that is what makes me feel like it's okay. And what I want you to do is remember that, failure is just as much a part of success. So when you're, reaching out to get your paint parties, you're going to hear no. That's why we created this magic script. I heard a lot of no's. And what I usually like to say when you use this magic script is usually for every 10, you're going to get back 1 yes. So at the beginning, it hurts. Like, it's not fun, right? But I promise you, if once you start realizing that a no doesn't kill you, I get told no all the time. I don't care. It does not affect me like it used to. I would take it personally. It would be like a dig at my personality. It would be a dig at me as a person. Now I don't even care. It's like the quicker the no's, the quicker to a yes. Like, get to them so I can get to the yes. So what I would tell any of y'all out there, just keep trying. Just keep going back and trying, because I promise you, it really is. Entrepreneurship is really a perseverance game. It has nothing to do with you. You just got to tweak. You got to tweak and try again. Keep trying, because something's going to work. And I promise you, when you start doing things that the things that really help, a lot of times people are doing the same thing and wanting different results. Sometimes we got to learn. We got to learn from people who are already doing it, and then we're going to get different results. Do you have anything to add to that? I'm sorry. I went kind of.
No, that was good.
I got very excited.
So I can answer a couple of these questions while she paints a little bit there. So way back a little bit ago, I don't know who asked it, but they were asking, what is a SVG? So that's a scalable vector graphic. Just means that you can blow it up as big as you want and it stays nice and crisp and clear. But it's also, more importantly, what we use to.
Do you want to get on camera?
No, I'm good.
I feel like you're like this creeper behind me. Sorry.
I'm all good.
Oh, Jeannie wants to sign up. If you want to sign up, go ahead and use the link at the top of the description.
So anyways, that's what we use. Like, you can use it for making tracers, making cutouts. A lot of people use it with their like Cricuts and silhouette machines. So
I use mine, honestly, y'all, because I have a silhouette and I also have a laser, but I use mine a lot. I just print them and then I use carbon paper.
Yeah, carbon paper to trace them. So that's what we do with our SVGs. We blow them up to fit the size canvas you're using, and then you use carbon paper and you can trace right onto the canvas. So a lot of times I'll be the one doing the tracings for like a paint party to
Thank you.
prepared for it. So anyway, little SVG. There was another question that was, let's see here.
And this is Bobby, my husband, by the way. He's creeping behind me. There he is.
I'm just right here. So a paint kit. Somebody asked, what is a paint kit? That looks like Gail's asking, what is a paint kit and how does that work?
Ooh, fun.
So paint kits, basically, we would take, say, let's just use a surfboard, for example.
Yeah.
We would take a surfboard and make a design. And so then we put that design into a kit. Would have all the paints that they need, the colors of paint. It would have the surfboard. It would have, we usually throw in a few little paintbrushes.
Oh, yeah. We always put a couple paintbrushes.
So basically everything they would need to complete that painting. And then we box it all up and then we ship it out to them, or we drop it off, or they can come pick it up if they're local. However you want to do that, but you can actually sell a paint kit. So they watch you paint it, or you can sell them in advance and then they join you and everybody has their kits out ready to go and they paint them along with you.
Yeah. And you can do, like, for those of y'all that can't do, in-person parties right now, or maybe you want to build this business online, you can do online where you do like a Zoom or even a Facebook Live into a private group, and then you ship them the paint kit to go along with it.
Thanks, Deb. She said, I love how Bobby is so knowledgeable about your business.
It's his business too. You and Pixie are full on, aren't y'all?
We've been hanging around this a little while.
Yeah, this is 13 years of paint party business that we've been doing. So we pretty much have had almost every situation possible. We've made every mistake possible.
Pretty much.
So you don't have to.
Why this is great, because it gets you past those mistakes faster. Kathy, you ask, what do you put behind your canvas when you're tracing? So for me, it's more of like a light hand, like a light touch. The carbon paper we use, it transfers pretty easy. So I usually use like a dull pencil. and then just trace. I can get, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 tracings out of one printout until the tracer itself starts to rip. And then I'll print a new one and just keep going if I need to. Sometimes somebody suggested using a ballpoint pen. I tried that, but it seemed like the ink from the pen made the tracer wet and then it started tearing faster. But for these canvases, the 16 by 20s that we use, I don't really put anything behind them. I just don't press real hard because you just want it kind of light, and you can always go back in with a pencil and fill in any little gaps that it missed or whatever. Hope that helps.
Bobby's reading the questions for y'all. Thank you, honey. This will help me kind of paint it a little faster.
Yeah. So, like Polly has a good question. Do you give them an entire bottle of paint or just little containers? Okay, so what we do is, I'm going to hold up one of your plates here.
Okay.
So we kind of set them up. This one has a lot of colors on it, but we'll set them up a plate before the painting starts with the basic colors that they'll need for that painting.
Do you have your Crocs on today?
I don't.
Yeah. Did y'all see the story the other day? We were getting ready.
My Crocs. Oh my goodness.
So Bobby, he loves his Crocs. Let me know in the comments if you have a pair of Crocs, because
everybody has a pair of Crocs.
I know that I don't, but I know they're very, very comfortable, but I don't own any Crocs. Well, Bobby loves his Crocs. So the other day I was doing a story to say we were about to go live, and he goes, "Don!" I was like, "You got your Crocs on for this." And he just busted out laughing. And I was just checking. So yeah, let us know. Yeah. Oh, Ann says she wished she had a pair of Crocs. Oh, I love my Crocs. Everybody, yep. Bobby doesn't have his on for this. We should have your Crocs on.
Been outside working a little bit, coming back and forth. So yeah, so we just try to ration out the paint. We don't give them the whole bottle, or they will use the whole bottle.
Well, we do. I do kind of have an art table where I kind of say, like, this is yours if you want to come get more paint, and they'll grab it. Like, I don't mind that, you know.
Ooh, she has 3 pairs of Crocs.
Ooh, you fancy.
Her husband has 4.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I can't do the Crocs. I can't do them. Bobby loves them so much, but I just can't do them. Okay, I'm just.
Thanks. I think it's M or Emma. Rock those Crocs. That's right.
Rock those. Yeah, they are comfy. I ain't gonna lie, they're very comfy. I don't know why I can't do them. I like to be barefoot, so he walks around the house in them, where I would rather be barefoot in the house. Okay, so I have this going on. I'm gonna just kind of get a little bit of looking like a path almost while Bobby answers a few more questions. And remember, guys, those of y'all that are watching and you want to join Paint Party Headquarters, this is the last time. So there's a couple of reasons why you should join today. Number one, and now I promise I'll let you talk, so sorry. Number one is tonight, if you join right now, when you sign up, you're going to get an email. So make sure you find that email. It's going to give you access to a Zoom room, because tonight at 6 p.m. Central, I'm going to be there with you for an hour so we can meet face to face, get used to each other, kind of get to know you, you get to know me, and answer your kind of burning questions, right? And so I want to just welcome you. So it's kind of an after hours thing that I'm doing that I'm really excited about, to get to know you a little bit better. So as soon as you sign up, you're going to get that email with that Zoom link. The second reason is we have this huge scripts that will happen. This will be in your email. Okay. So when you sign up, this tells you exactly what to send out. Exactly. Not only to restaurants, but what to send to country clubs, what to send to, if you're doing church events or women's events, whatever it is, we're sharing that immediately when you sign up. Okay. So I'm going to add this too. So sorry. I got a little excited.
You're good. Got a whole Croc situation going on. That's awesome. It's the debate: Crocs or flip flops.
I'm a flip flop girl.
Yeah,
I'm a flip flop. Oh, Sheree just signed up. Yay! Welcome, Sheree.
So those of you that have signed up or signing up, if you don't see the email in your normal email, check your spam. Sometimes it goes there, so it will come. So make sure it's there.
Yeah, it should come right away.
If you don't see it and you've checked your spam, you checked everywhere else, then you would email support at, I always forget this part,
paintpartyheadquarters.com.
There we go. And
yes.
Someone will jump on that and help. So Donna there, speaking to you, just go ahead and email them, and they will make sure that they resend it if they need to, or figure out what happened there.
Yeah, so if you did sign up for Paint Party Headquarters and you don't see your email in your spam or promo, it's almost like an Easter egg hunt. That's your first perseverance test for being a business owner is you got to go find the email. If you don't see it, because sometimes it does like to hide out, I want you to email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com and let them know the email you use to sign up, because that's going to help our customer service so much faster get you help.
Yes. Let's see. I keep saying M-Zip or Emma Zip.
Emmy.
Emmy?
I think it's Emmy.
Okay, so we'll go with Emmy. Where'd she go?
Oh, I moved her. Hold on, Emmy. Oh, there she is.
What was she asking? Okay, so she says, I want to do Zoom, but my laptop doesn't have a working camera. Is that okay? So it makes it a little more difficult. You got to have a camera, but you can buy.
Well, she can just listen in. She can still talk without a camera on Zoom.
Okay, so she could talk on Zoom without a camera, but if she wanted to do paint parties on Zoom without a camera, that's going to be a little issue.
Yeah, you might, if it's for paint parties, you might want to do it on Facebook Lives or like Facebook through a group, which we teach you how to do that online. But as far as like coming to the Zoom tonight, if your camera doesn't work, you can do it. You can sign on to the Zoom with your phone, and then hopefully your phone camera works, and that's totally fine too.
And as far as your laptop goes, you can buy fairly inexpensive nowadays little cameras that you just set on top and plug into a USB port, and so you can keep going.
Oh, and Brendan, which you'll get to know her as a part of whenever you join Paint Party Headquarters. She's the one that makes all the trainings for you beautiful and organized so that this crazy squirrel brain comes out very crystal clear for you to help teach you. And so she just said she wanted me to remind y'all that we also have brainstorming sessions and accountability groups. So if you've been trying to do this and you're really struggling, the coolest part too about Paint Party Headquarters is every month we have a brainstorm session where we break you into groups where you can talk to each other, because we might have somebody like Liz who's already sold 500 art kits, like over 500 art kits. We might have somebody like Susan who is, killing it with the kids parties, and then you're going to get to meet other people doing really, really awesome things that are going to help you. Then we have accountability groups where we help y'all get paired up with people. And the coolest thing this year that's really happened is these people are meeting in person, like they're getting to know each other, and then they're starting to actually have Paint Party Headquarter meetups, which I think is so much fun, because then you're getting to know each other, and you can hear stuff from me all day. But then it's something about like sometimes, kind of like hearing it from your parent, but then when you hear it from your friend, it makes a little bit more sense. Or it's like, oh, well, Heidi's been doing that so long. But then when you hear it from somebody else, you're like, oh, what worked for them too. And then it kind of just all, helps you. So I wanted to make sure to mention that.
All right, Cindy. She just signed up. That's very cool.
Ooh, Cindy, welcome.
And she brings up a good question too that we used to get a lot of. Now we're not so much, but she mentions a brick and mortar type business that she went to and had a good time, and so she's always wanted to do something like this. So, what's your advice on that? Like brick and mortar, you have pretty strong feelings about that.
I do have strong feelings about that. That's so funny. I do have very strong opinions about that. Okay, so here's the deal. Before COVID even happened, I was always like, kind of like telling Paint Party Headquarters, like, you should do your Facebook Lives. You should start doing your online stuff, like kind of, leading people in that direction even before COVID happened. And then COVID happened and everybody's like, oh my gosh, Heidi, you were right. I should have been doing this. I should have already been building my online presence. And so here's the thing, we have a lot of people inside Paint Party Headquarters that have brick and mortars, but Paint Party Headquarters, I do not teach you how to have a brick and mortar. I focus on teaching you how to have a mobile paint party business and an online paint party business. Okay. That's my focus to help you. As all of us have seen in the past year, that we have to be able to pivot. And my whole goal for you, and especially with our history of, well over 10 years ago, losing everything and going bankrupt, I always want to be able to pivot. And I really, really strongly encourage you to not only teach online, but also teach in person. So I do both still. Like I said, You know, I have 2 paint parties on June 17th. I booked a kids party during the day, and then I booked my adult party at night. And I think it's really important to learn both of those. As far as having brick and mortars in your town, you're going to see the way I teach you isn't really worrying. You're not worrying about competition. And there are people that sign up for paint party headquarters that actually live in my town or a town over. I am not worried about competition. You should not be worried about competition. Here's how I feel about it. I feel like God is abundant and God gives us all what we need. And I feel like, you know, as long as we're willing to go out there for it and work for it, it's okay. So I don't really stress about that. I don't need every paint party in the Fort Worth, Dallas area. Like I can't do every paint party, nor do I want to do every paint party. Maybe back in my early days, I thought I did, but you know, it's, you know, I would be so happy with 1 to 2 paint parties a month. Like that's like perfect, you know, just to have some extra money, just to put some money away for vacation. And so I think, again, that goes back to that question on what do you want? You know, you need to ask yourself, like, what do you really want, what your life to look like? And when we start to figure out what we want, then we can start to reverse engineer and figure out how we can get to that.
Matt wants you to put a man-eating shark in the back.
You know, Matt, I have been thinking this painting needs a shark. Oh my gosh. And when I was painting it last time, I was like, it's missing a shark. Y'all, I don't know if they know this about me, but I am obsessed with shark movies. Like I love them. Yeah. The Meg, right? Was it called The Meg? Yes. The Meg is my favorite shark movie. I think like I don't rewatch a shark movie, but I feel like now that I'm about to go to Florida again, I feel like we need to get our shark game on again. For sure. I love the ocean. And I love, like, Bobby bought me this for Mother's Day. Let me show you. He did so good. So he bought me this mermaid. Did you get it off of Amazon? Mm-hmm. He bought me this mermaid off of Amazon. We don't do real gold in my house. Like $10. I don't know. But he bought this for Mother's Day. And it's one of my favorite things ever. Because I always say, like, I'm part mermaid. I'm like, in another life, I would be part mermaid. And I'm this Texas girl, like, just dying to be in an ocean. And I don't know why I've never, like, I mean, I feel like if I'm supposed to go via shark, that's the way God intended it. But I just love an ocean. And I love shark movies. That's so funny you said that because I was painting earlier and I was like, it really needs a shark. That'd be awesome. It'd be so cool.
Congrats, Emmy. She just signed up.
Oh, congratulations. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. So many creative people like, we should put a shark as the bartender. I love it.
Oh, that would be cute.
Yes. Yeah, so she likes it so much so that like when we're swimming, whether we're like a lake or a pool, she likes me to go down under and like grab her feet and pull her down real fast. I know, it's so weird.
I don't know what's wrong with me. So we went to Jacob's Well on my 40th birthday a couple years ago. So I'm about to be 42, but on my 40th birthday, there's this place called Jacob's Well. You should look it up. It is so amazing. And they're about to shut it down where I hope we can do it this summer before they don't let people jump in it. Well, anyway, there's this huge well and it just, what's it, 30, 40 feet down?
I think 50 foot to the bottom.
Well, how did you swim that far?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So Bobby's like, he's part fish and I'm part mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have interesting stories.
I'll say I'm a manatee.
He says he's a manatee. And so anyway, so this water is crystal clear. It's about 67 degrees.
Yes.
67 degrees, very cold, crystal clear. So when you go to step on that rock to jump in, and I'm an adrenaline seeker and I love jumping into some caves and stuff. I love it. And so it's a little scary at first because it's this huge jump. So then we kept jumping and I was like, Bobby, go under and then I'm going to jump in. And then when I come up for breath, I'm going to take a breath and I want you to pull me under like you're watch, I'm going to end up getting ate by a shark this week. When I go to Florida,
you'll enjoy it.
This is going south. They're gonna think we're idiots. No. Really, y'all, I can teach you how to do a paint party business. I won't teach you about sharks. I won't teach you about that. But no, there's something about the ocean that I just love. I love and appreciate it so much. So we have a good time. We are water people. We gotta be in water as much as we're in dry land.
And Jeannie just signed up. Thank you, Jeannie. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to help you. And tonight, 6 p.m., I'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
What other questions while I finish this up?
Let's see. Yeah, beware of sharks, they say. That's cool.
I was gonna say we're really not this weird, but we really are. So I can't say we're not because
no, that's who we are.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay. We're a little strange family.
So when does sign up close? That kind of stuff.
Okay, so it's $37 a month, or you can sign up for a year and get a month free. You have until Thursday at midnight. So here's why it's really important that you sign up. There's a few different reasons why it's important you sign up now. Number one, this price will never be $37 a month again. Okay. We open the doors again in September, and that price is going to be higher. Another reason you want to sign up now. So you'll be locked in at $37 for a month. And we have 3 years. This is our 3-year anniversary. We have over 2,000 people inside of Paint Party headquarters that I help every single month. So this is our 3-year anniversary. And what I want to say is that we're starting in June. We're doing some meetings to get you fall ready. So those of you in the Paint Party business, those of you that know this world, you can kill it in the fall and in the Christmas area time.
Yes.
It's so good. It's so much fun. So much fun. I feel like I'm being invited to everybody's Christmas party. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I got to teach you to paint too. But I'm like over there eating all the olives and all their good food. I'm always like, there was one party though, Bobby, that they wouldn't let me have the food.
Well, it happens.
One part, usually they're always like, just have anything you want, grab. And I'm like, yeah, buffet. And this party did not. They didn't. I was so hungry. I came to eat. But anyway, no, it's really fun because it's like you're being invited to all of these holiday parties. So we're actually doing strategy sessions starting in June to get you ready for the fall. Because if you end up, signing up in September, which is fine, I would love that. You're going to sign up at a higher price and you're going to miss all the fall strategy sessions. When you're doing a business like this, you want to be a couple months ahead of the game. You want to be ready. Okay, what else we got here, Bobby?
So one of the questions is like, where do you find tutorials, stuff like that after you sign up? They're out there. I think one of the things that I haven't heard you talk about is when you sign up, not over consuming.
Oh my gosh, yes. So again, this is 3 years worth of information. Sorry, my face is not accepting on the phone right now. And this is 3 years worth of information, tutorials. We bring something new to you every month. We bring a new tutorial, a new marketing, a new social media, and new SVGs every month. So the thing I want to remind you of is a lot of you are real excited right now. You're signing up and then you're going in there and you're trying to watch everything. Okay. You're trying to watch every single, and like, if you're not going to do online parties, should you be watching the online parties section? No, you should not. So remember, make sure you control your own overwhelm. I want you to treat this like a library in the fact that when you go to a library, you don't check out every single book, right? You check out maybe 2, maybe 3. You can read those, consume those, and then go back for more. So I really want you to be careful not to go in there and then get overwhelmed and then just throw your hands in the air and quit, because I don't want that for you. I know if you're overwhelmed, you're not going to take action. So those of you that have joined, can you please, or those of you that are already in there, can you please, Pinky, promise me that you're not going to get overwhelmed, okay? Promise me. Pinky, promise that you're going to control your overwhelm. So I know it's hard. I know we want to just watch all of it all the time, and it can be a little bit scary.
And most things you do, they can go back and rewatch, right?
Oh, everything.
Yes.
Everything is where you can rewatch. So you can, some people are like, hey, I just want to really learn this. I think of it like when you start a new job. You don't start a new job and then all of a sudden go, okay, I'm an expert at this. Like, you have kind of like an orientation period where you really need to, like, learn stuff and think about it and maybe watch some trainings, maybe watch them a couple times and then, take action. Of course, take action, but don't put so much pressure of like, I'm going to sign up and by next week I have to have a party of 20. Like, no, that's going to freak you out.
So Dee was asking, so are you locked in once you sign up?
No. So here's the deal. You can cancel at any time. I am never going to be that person that's like, oh, you got to stay for the rest of your life. No, we would love for you to. And we have members that have been with us since day one, which, by the way, thank you so, so much. You can cancel at any time. What I do want you to know, though, is as you, whenever you cancel, you cannot continue to use my stuff. So as long as you are a member of Paint Party Headquarters, it's kind of like a gym membership, okay? You join a gym, you go use all their fun stuff, but once you leave, you can't take the treadmill with you. Same thing here. I don't, as long as you're in Paint Party Headquarters, you have access to anything that I paint. And when I say that, I mean it. Like if I paint something on a Texas Art and Soul Live, I snap pictures and then I give it to PPHQ. And we get one official paint, because you don't need 1,000 paintings, right? So we give you one official painting every single month that's on trend, that's going to be great for your business. And then we give you a social media and a marketing. So let's say you join and you only stay in a few months. Yes, you can cancel at any time. That's totally fine. But just remember, you can't keep using this design or the flamingo design or, oh, I saw a Christmas design. I was in there 2 months. I'm going to use it for life. No, that's not very nice. So just remember, if you're in there, you have full access to use my stuff to make money. But as long as, but if you quit and then if you leave, if you do come back, the price will be different. So remember, this will be that last time at that price too. But yes, you can cancel at any time. And then the process for signing up, basically you click the link in the, yeah, I have a lot of scroll moments. Oh my gosh, Matt says I did a big festival over the weekend and sold about $1,000 worth of paint kits. Thank you, Lord. That is amazing, Matt.
Matt.
Oh, I did the wrong one. Matt, so awesome. Good job. That is so good. And yeah, that's the thing. Like you can use all my designs to do paint kits. You can use all my designs to do in person, and you can do online. So like some of Paint Party Headquarters people are already painting this on their business page just to get interaction, just to get people to see their stuff. And that is totally fine. Whenever you sign up, y'all, basically you're going to click the link that's in the description. When you sign up, you're going to immediately get an email. So you sign up, you either choose the 1 year, which that means you're going to get a month free. When you get a month free, that means that you're saying, I am committing to a year and I'm going to get this month free. It will auto renew in 1 year's time. Okay. So just mark it on your calendar. And then in 1 year's time, you'll still get that rate, even though we have raised the prices. For those of you that choose monthly, it will do $37 a month every month. Okay. Then it's going to send you to a thank you page that will give you your next steps. So just watch those next steps it tells you. Then your perseverance game. This is where you go find the email that I sent you, and that's going to have the link for tonight's call at 6 p.m. This is an after hours call at 6 p.m. Central tonight, where I am going to get to know you. You're going to get to know me. And I kind of want to ask you about your goals. I want to know what you want. Is it Tostitos and Tide? Might have could be.
So Rachel's asking, and she may have asked earlier. It could have been somebody else, but like, what's the typical fee you would charge for a paint kit?
Great question. Do you know the answer to this one?
I would say it depends on what kind of paint kit, and you really got to do your own math there and figure out how much you've put into it. Like when we know we're going to be shipping them, we know. Okay, what's the most expensive place to ship since we're in the central United States is going to be like New York, California. So I get the highest price it would cost to ship it wherever. And then we look at how much we spent on the paint kit, how much we spent on the packaging. And then we put in a little for us to make some money on it. And then that's how we come up with what we charge for that kit. Because it's not always going to be the same. Sometimes it might be a canvas kit. Sometimes it might be a surfboard kit. Sometimes it might be something from our woodworking friends. So it could be different depending on the size, the scope, the detail, all of that. So it's kind of a difficult question just to say it's always this price. It's really going to depend on the paint kit itself and what you're putting into it.
Yeah, and kids, and Polly says Tostitos and salsa. My go-to. Me too, girl. So kids, especially local. And we have this all broken down in Paint Party headquarters a little bit more clearer. But every time I do a ceramic, like I'll say, okay, this is the price we're paying for the ceramics, for example, or the wood or whatever. This is the price I recommend. But I always say double check with your own shipping because, we have people from Scotland in Paint Party headquarters. We have people in Australia. We have people all over the world inside of Paint Party headquarters. So what I want you to do, Tiffany, thank you for saying that. She says, best investment in myself ever. I love that. Y'all, it's a business investment. Like how many places can you go and pay $37 a month and get business mentorship in addition to paintings and marketing materials every single month? Like that would have saved me so much time.
Yeah. One of the coolest things too, and we can go back to talking about that, but was when we see y'all's testimonials from people come through and the wins that they have, like literally Heidi and I sometimes be in tears.
Yes.
Because of the changes it's making in people's lives or the success or they got through something.
Yeah.
Like we always talk about art heals. And we see so many things that are, whether it's a financial blessing or just a getting through a difficult time blessing. Like there's so many things like that we get to see because of this that just, I think, keep Heidi inspired to keep going and going. And so it's really cool. And I don't know, you have pages of them over there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think that's one of my favorite things. Like we always we print off y'all's stories because it is insane. It's insane to see what happens. Like Mayate, she says, this is the design I chose for an online paint party for 35 guests with art kits included. And so, she did art kits here. This is somebody who did Jamie did an online event. It's just so many wins. Arlene says, my big win. I figured out how to StreamYard and had my first guest on camera on my YouTube channel this morning. She said, I saw some women in here earlier asking for a good journal. So she's sharing some stuff like that. She says, thank you, Heidi, for pushing me to look and feel more like a pro. My passion, as much as I love painting, I love teaching you how to market yourself because you can be the best painter in the world, but if you don't know how to market yourself, you are not going to be able to make money in this creative space. You have to know. So I spend 50% of my time painting and designing and all of that. And then I spend the other 50% of my time helping you know how to market. That is imperative to this business.
Thank you, Lydia. That's a kind comment that she made.
What'd she say?
She's just saying that she loves us.
Aww. You guys are awesome for always thinking of putting your heart and soul into your business, for being genuine. You have a beautiful family. Thank you for you teach. As you can tell, you are kind of, oh, Lydia, thank you so much. And thank you for praying for us. Oh my gosh, that has been, the bigger this Paint Party headquarters gets, the more that, and Rochelle just mailed a wreath to South Korea. That is awesome. But we've had a lot of, especially in Paint Party headquarters, y'all tell us that y'all have prayed for us. And I just want to say that means so much to me. We pray for y'all, we pray for your businesses. But what I love so much is whenever y'all say that, like as PPHQ gets bigger and as we feel like, the responsibility to help you even more. And as we feel that weight, I just want to thank you because like, as that grows, I know that there's things that want to try to not let us help you, and I just want to say thank you for keeping us in your prayers. I appreciate that more than you know. It just means so much, so much to us. Okay, so we added this on here, and this is where we can just put some light. I'm going to add some white in here, while we answer a few more questions. And then if there's not a thank you page, let me know for those of y'all that just signed up if you didn't get the thank you page. And if not, I will talk to my tech person and see if she can help see why that's not working. But it should give you a thank you page as soon as you sign up.
So yeah, so who was it? They sent the wreath to Korea. So just to kind of finish that up, when we do have several Paint Party headquarters members that are out of the country, And if they want us to send out a kit to them, I usually will look at what that costs to do and give them the option. Because they obviously understand it's a different fee for that. And so if they want to pay it, we send it out. If they don't want to pay it, that's fine. And so there's always an option. So we can do that. And what about the people that are overseas that want to join? Do they pay in the same manner like everybody else, or is there a different way that they have to?
Yeah, so whenever you go to sign up, it says you can either pay with PayPal or you can pay with debit or credit. But I think it's paid in USA dollars. And is that how you say that?
Sure.
United States dollars.
US currency.
US currency. But I think it does the exchange rate. So like if you're in Canada, it will, do the exchange rate. So just make sure that whenever you go to pay, it should say that and tell you that. But everything is put in US rate.
US currency.
US currency. So sorry, I don't know how to say that. Okay. Let's see, just adding some little things here. And then this surfboard, you can get kind of creative and crazy with it. And then I'm going to just add some fun little things. Let me know if you have some fun sayings you want me to put here. And we have margaritas, jet ski rentals, sun's out, buns out. That's me and Pixie's go-to. Anytime the sun's out, we're like, sun's out, buns out. And we run outside and sit in the sun. And then we have relax. So let us know what are some fun words we could put here. And I'll use some of y'all's words. All right. What other questions or comments, Bobby? Thank you for helping, by the way. This has been so helpful.
I don't know. I'm looking still. There was lots of questions earlier, lots of comments.
You can read some comments. That's totally fine. He's like, it's okay to read comments. And I think, Donna, if you're having any trouble, Donna, just email support at Texas Art and Soul. Email support at paintpartyheadquarters.com. Donna, and we'll get you all squared away.
Everybody's worried about the shark. They're saying it needs to be danger on one of the signs.
Oh, danger. Yes. Love it. Danger. Danger, danger.
Sharks and mermaids on duty.
Ooh, sharks and mermaids. That's spelled danger, right?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it's just a hand-painted little sign.
Yeah, don't worry how your handwriting is for this, because remember, it's just kind of like a beach sign. You don't want it perfect.
Yeah, sometimes you can't fit all the letters you need. So you just give up and it is what it is.
Mermaids. I'm a bit mermaids.
Paint party this way.
Ooh, that's cute. Mermaids.
Beach bum way. I like that.
Danger. Danger's this way. Mermaids are with the danger.
Tiki time.
Ooh, tiki time. That's cute too. These are all cute.
Oh, thanks, Deb.
What'd Deb say?
She says, I love Bobby, Pixie, and Blue too.
Aww.
You will love their whole family. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Deb. We love you too. Tiki time. And then sharks. I'm going to put sharks because we were talking about.
So Lydia says, Bobby's awesome. She said, my hubby told me he's not helping me with parties and will not help me do the fall craft shows, but I know he will cave. He will. When it comes down to it, I do a lot of the physical stuff behind the scenes, like getting stuff ready, loading cars. When it comes to getting on the camera and talking and that kind of stuff, I don't always jump in and do that. But there's a lot of little stuff that I can do, and I'm sure he'll come around. Just beach it.
That's cute. Okay. We need an SVG of that. Just beach it.
Just beach it. Yeah,
and that's the thing too. Like, sometimes I know Bobby is extremely supportive and extremely helpful. And especially, I know some of y'all don't have, people that are, doing it. Like, I remember I said one time, like, oh, you'll do this and you'll get a Bobby. And everybody's like, I want a Bobby. Like, I know not everybody has that. And here's what I want to say to that. Like, a lot of times when, if you have a husband or somebody who's not as supportive, once you start, like having a paint party and all of a sudden, like, you're like, yeah, I just made $250 tonight. It kind of starts to change their way of looking at your business. They start to go, oh, this is like a for real thing. So sometimes, I think it's more about like, you just, knowing you're going to have support with us, and then you just keep taking action. And then, you're going to just keep learning and keep learning. The next thing you know, you're going to have like this huge party, and they're going to be like, wait, what's going on? Like I found that with a lot of my family who, I had family that was like, when I was, finally to the point of quitting my full-time teaching job and going part-time, because I will never tell you like, quit your job, you'll be fine. Like, I'm not that person. Like, I always want to have something else kind of, going before I take that next leap. And so I always teach people to do that, because when you put so much pressure on yourself and now you're like, I either got to make it or this is it. Like, I like for y'all to start it and get it going. And then you can kind of have a little breathing room. Well, I remember so clear, one of our family members at our 4th of July party, at one of Bobby's 4th of July family parties, we one of the cousins said, you really think that's gonna work? And I was like, well, we're gonna find out. Like, and I remember just so clear, him having that look of like, and I was going from full-time teaching to part-time teaching, because I was still so scared to kind of take the full leap, even though my paint parties were already, making enough. And so it's just like, you're always going to have people that doubt you. And I find that the people who usually doubt you the most are the ones that they're the closest to you. They're the ones that hurt the most, because they are the closest to you. And I've also learned in my many years of sharing my dreams and my things that I love is that it's okay to not share everything with everybody. Do you have that? Will you hand me that purple book, honey? I think it's really important sometimes to hold your plans and your dream. Like I have this book, and I call it Co-Creating with God. And I write in this, and I write letters to God in this. And it's kind of like my way of like, thanking him, but also because when I pray, sometimes I get squirrel brain, and then I'm like, next thing you know, thinking of 100 other things. And so it's kind of like my co-creation with God, and I write my craziest, wildest things, and what I'm dreaming of and what's next and all these things. Like Bobby doesn't even have access to that. Well, other than he just grabbed it.
For the margarita.
Oh, margarita. The yellow green for margarita. And so I think sometimes we have to be careful of who, a lot of times we get so excited about something and we just want to share it with everybody. And then they burst our bubble. And it's not because they don't think you can do it. It's because it has something to do with them being scared of failure. They've had a time in their life where they're nervous or whatever. And so it just immediately kind of can come across as something they'll say, like you'll be so excited. And then the next thing you know, oh my gosh, this is, something I want to do. And then you go tell somebody you love, and then they just deflate it, right? Has anybody ever had that? Like something you were so excited about. It could be like something that you just did, so many things. And then you just totally get deflated. So there's a lot of things like that you just have to be careful. You have to be really careful. Okay, so the margarita glass, I used that yellow green, and then I also used kind of like a Kelly green. And then I'm just going to grab this bluegrass green and just put some lines on here. And then just to recap, Bobby, if you want to see if there's any more questions, we're about to finish up here, but I just want to recap. Those of you that sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, we have until Thursday at midnight. The price will never be this price again. So it's $37 a month. You can sign up, and it will immediately give you access to everything that we have created in the past 3 years. So you're going to have immediate access, as well as tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to meet via Zoom and really start to kind of get to know each other from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central. I'm going to meet with you kind of face to face, get to know you a little bit, and then help you as much as I can. Okay, let's see. Any other questions?
No, Lydia just makes another good point. It's just that being in the group, you have a whole team of people and group of people that are supporting you. So maybe to get you over that hump or get you to the next thing, you have people there that are lifting you up, pushing you forward, giving you answers. Like it truly is a group that is out to help everybody.
Yeah. And the thing is, guys, if you're a mean person, do not sign up. Here's the thing. I do not tolerate people who are jerks. I'm just going to say it. Because here's the thing. I'm like a mama bear. I am overprotective of what we have created in Paint Party headquarters. So if you are a meanie, if you are not a very nice person, don't watch right now. Like, get off the page. There are a million places online where you can be a jerk. But I'm telling you, if you're not a nice person and you're wanting to come into Paint Party headquarters, we have an entire team that helps answer your questions, that is monitoring, that is doing we call them the guardians of Paint Party headquarters. And we call them that for a reason, because I do not tolerate bullshit. And I'm going to say that word, but I don't tolerate it. I do not tolerate it. And in the past, when I, first started this, I would kind of give people the benefit of the doubt and, oh, maybe they were just in a bad mood or whatever. No, it's not okay. It's okay to have a bad day, but it is not okay to be a jerk. So I just want to tell you right now, I am very, very protective of this group. And the reason I am so much is because people who come into this group, they have told me they only log on to Facebook to go to Paint Party headquarters because they feel like they're home. They feel like that is their place. We have people that seriously, they will have major things happening in their world, and they turn to Paint Party headquarters to get, support and help and prayers and all of those things. So I just want to say right now, if you're one of those people and you're thinking like, I'm going to come in here and be a jerk, you're not. We watch that and we see that, and those people are not in there for more than a couple of comments. So I just want you to know I am a mama bear and I do not tolerate it. Not okay. Go somewhere else on the interwebs. You can go there and you can be mean and you can be that person, but it will not happen. There are, like Tammy said, don't be a meanie. No meanies in this group. And I am very, very, very passionate about that. Tammy says, I love it when you cuss. I don't cuss often. Well, maybe off camera I cuss a little more, but I don't tolerate it. I don't. There is not room for it. There is not room for it. And I'm very passionate about that. I have some things I'm real passionate about. That's one of them. Yeah, I'm like, you better be nice.
I'm not a meanie.
You better be nice. No, seriously though. No, on a real note, seriously, like I don't tolerate that. There's so many places you can go online and be mean. This is not one of them. Okay. All right, y'all. And a few hibiscus. Any last things we need to talk about or else?
Little waves too.
Oh yeah, the waves. Okay, I'm almost done.
And yes, Kelly says, do we get text alerts for PPHQ?
Yeah, so usually I try to do so the best thing is we have a calendar. This calendar, we have it a month ahead of time. So we tell you when I'm going live for Paint Party headquarters. We tell you when we're doing the brainstorm session, the prayer meet, all of that kind of stuff is in there. And then text alerts, usually I kind of share whenever I'm going live on Texas Art and Soul. That we have been looking at possibly doing a text alert for Paint Party headquarters. Let me know, for those of y'all on PPHQ, let me know if that's you, if you would appreciate that. If so, we might set something up to where we can text you. I just didn't want to over text you. I don't want to over bother you. Let me know if that's something you're interested in.
There you go.
All right. Any last things? There's comments going crazy. I'm used to reading them all. Oh, Donna says, I'm not mean. Good, Donna. I'm so glad. That's awesome. We like people who are not mean. Oh, Jeannie says, what does your shirt say and where do I get it? Okay, so this is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. It's one of my favorite quotes. And this is by one of my friends, Sarah. She owns a t-shirt club where you get monthly t-shirts. And so if you want to know more about her, I can put the link for her. And she, every month I get a new fun t-shirt. I love it. Okay, let's see.
Text alerts will be awesome.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Good. Love the text alerts.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm just adding a few little hibiscus here to just, this is where people can get really creative on their surfboards. And then I just want to take a minute to just say, all of y'all that are joining Paint Party headquarters, welcome. I am so, so happy that you're coming. I'm going to give one more Starbucks gift card out. So go ahead if you want to say, you know, those of you that are already in Paint Party headquarters, if you'll tell me your favorite thing about it. And then those of y'all that are joining, tell me your favorite thing you're most excited about. And then those of y'all that are like, I just want to watch you paint and I'm just hanging out, just let me know what you're happy about today. So then we'll pick somebody to win a $10 gift card from Starbucks. And I'll have Bobby, if you give him just a second, I'll have Bobby if you can pick the name for me. And then tonight, for all of y'all that join, I'm going to see you at 6 p.m. tonight.
Awesome. Best art group, everything. You're my favorite.
Who's saying that? Oh, Stephanie says prayer and gratitude and all the guidance. Sherry says, I'm a member and I love the community. What else do you see, Bobby?
See, they're going fast now.
Oh, everybody wants a Starbucks gift card.
I'm happy it all makes sense from Denise. Karen loves the tutorials. Jeannie says it's awesome. If you give us a link for the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Denise loves the guidance. Let's see. She said, Irene says, choose me, Bobby. Okay, Irene.
Irene, you're the winner. Irene, you're the winner of the $10 Starbucks gift card. So email support@texasartandsoul.com. Bobby, you want to say bye for a second while we'll get you in here? Okay, so again, we just want to say thank y'all so much for being with us, for painting with us. We are going to get this everywhere.
You're going to get paint on me, aren't you?
We just want to say thank you so much. We do not take this lightly. We know that this is your hard-earned money, and we want to do a good job helping you. And so as soon as you get in, we are here to help, and we have everything set up. You know, like I said, we have an entire team that goes through every day and helps answer your questions, lead you to the right trainings, and all of that. So, anything you want to say?
No, it's awesome.
Put you on the spot.
Huh? I earned this hat, by the way.
Trophy husband. Oh yeah, I bought him this hat. Isn't that funny? He's my trophy husband. I just petted you and did my tongue out. That was weird.
You're getting paint on me, but it's one of your shirts. So.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna let you go again. Those of y'all that are joining, I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Central. Your link will be. And I have a bug bite. Your link will be in your email. So whenever you sign up, I don't know, itchy.
Stop scratching it. Don't make it worse.
Your link will be in the email when you sign up. Click the link in the description, and then I will see all of y'all. Oh, show us the Crocs.
No, I'm
He's
not
not wearing them.
I had work to do outside too.
Yeah, he was working
running
outside.
back and forth.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all later, and can't wait for y'all to join.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Bye, y'all.